Okay, so question 3 here. Now, important you read the question carefully, find out what it's asking for. Find the resultant magnitude and direction of each of the following vector sums. So we're going to take this vector, add it to this vector, or add those two vectors together. If this is vector u and this is vector v, we're going to end up with this vector here, vector u plus v. And we want to know the magnitude, how long is it, and the direction, what angle are we dealing with. So, a few steps here. First of all, we want to know this vector in terms of its components, and we want to know this vector in terms of its components. So, vector u is equal to, now, if you go back through our textbook a little bit, just back a page, you've got this one here. Where are we? There. So vector equals a cos theta I plus a sine theta j, or magnitude cos theta I plus magnitude sine theta j. So, u is equal to the magnitude of u, 25, cos this angle here, 20, I, plus the magnitude, 25, sine the angle, 20, j. Now that angle is taken from the positive direction of the x-axis. So there's our u. Now our v is going to be 15 cos 55 I plus 15 sine 55 j. So there's u and v. Now u, if I type 25 cos 20 I into my calculator, I'll end up with 23.49 I. And if I type 25 sine 20 into my calculator, I'll end up with 8.55 j. So there's u, and v, I'll have 8.66 I plus 12.29 j. So that means that u plus v is going to be equal to 23.49 plus 8.66. So I'm just adding my I components together, plus 8.55j, 12.29, 8.55 plus 12.29j. Alright, add them together on your calculator and you get, so now we have 32.15 I plus 20.84 j. Alright, this is pretty good so far because now we have this vector, u plus v, in component form. But we don't want it in component form. Instead, what we want is the magnitude and we want the direction. So, step by step, let's do one after the other. Now, this is really just an application of Pythagoras' theorem. If we know the component, the I component, and we know the j component, the I component and the j component, we can find the magnitude. So the magnitude of u plus v is equal to the square root of 32.15 squared plus 20.84 squared. Alright, and that's going to be 38.31. So there's our magnitude. Now I'll just check that. If that's 25 and that's 15, so that's 40 altogether. This is going to be a little shorter than that. So 38.31 sounds about right. So there's my magnitude, or at least I think that's about right. Now the other one is going to be the direction. So this angle in here. So this is just a right angle triangle. This is just an application this time of trigonometry. So tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So the J, which is 20.84, over 32.15. So theta is equal to inverse tan of that. Alright, calculator, get an answer. Alright, so I've got an answer here of 32.95 degrees. So the way to give your final answer here, it says, where are we? Find the resultant magnitude and direction of each of the following. So magnitude equals 38.31, and direction, your textbook does this a little bit funny, and I think it's alright. It says 32.95 degrees north of east. Okay, so that just means start at east and then move 32.95 degrees north of that. So you'll need to think carefully about how you give those.